according to you, explains the mind of a psychopathic killer such as this? As if it's not bad enough that you've killed the woman you've been living with for 3 years or 5 years, you then chop her body up into multiple pieces, either put it in the refrigerator or boil it in a pressure cooker, and then straight to the dogs. What does this tell us about the mindset of that man?
Mindset is definitely, as you said, it's a psychopathic mindset. But such psychopathic mindset which go to extreme cases of chopping up the pieces and boiling it up in cooker, pressure cooker and all that. This is not a accumulation of this frustrative or depressive psychology in a day or two. It might be through the years. It might be through the incidences. So now in forensic science, we have two important headings to understand this kind of criminals. Number one is cyber psychology. You can guess the psychology going through his social media and his reactions to the messages. Second, very important, is histopathological test of the person, victim, which will say that how much accumulated anger he has to just put on. Not necessarily the anger should be against a factor called women. It can be against anybody. But whenever they get a softest target to ooze out that anger, it comes in this distorted fashion. Now for police, as my experience goes, 3-4 kind of evidences are most important. Number one is circumstantial evidences that covers the blood stains and weapon and all that, which is amply available in this case. Second is technological evidence from mobile data and all other things, whatever comes. Third would be the witnesses, which now they will be speaking. As it was being told that all other factors, social factors and all that and these. So definitely we do not have a very healthy social fabric. That's why we are suffering. This is also one of the facts we cannot deny. After these three, the fourth and most important is the psychopathic analysis of the psychopath killer. Now, this analysis has two angles. If he turns out to be a psychic person, law may not deal with him as a normal criminal. But that doesn't mean that he will get the benefit of law in that fashion, because such criminal living in ordinary sense in a common society is dangerous forever. So such criminal been always subjected to the punishment. That whenever it was possible for a girl to understand, reportedly I was told that she is orphan. So she had
That's
no
correct.
support from family.
That's correct,
She
sir.
had no
Yes.
support from family. But friends or police, there are so many sites available. She should have put some sort of label, some sort of sticker on any channel, or maybe addressing to police control room or police site anywhere, that this kind of man is there and there is a danger to my life.
Number one, in your experience as a cop, did you come across many such absolutely horrific cases of unspeakable violence of the kind that we are discussing today? And two, sir, do you not believe that, the full force of the law needs to be applied in such cases? And as the doctor said,
you are rightly said that there was no time when such cases were not there. It was there. I had also investigated some of such gruesome crime against women.
of course,
But
we all
the
remember the
frequency,
Tandoor murder case of the 1990s. I
yes,
guess nobody
Tandoor
can
murder
forget
case,
that. Yes.
yes. Yeah. Now what happened? The cases are frequenting. Either of that fact, or you should be convinced of one factor, that our conscious and our media in particular got active like not before. So credit also goes to awareness in media, that even a smallest things come, it immediately comes in the Facebook, in Twitter, some or other thing goes on. It creates a sort of a sensitivity wave in the mind at large in society. Now, considering this past and today, I will not deny that in past such cases were not there, but now this psychotic or erotic factor is growing in human as such. I would not say only in women or only in men. In humans, it is growing, and because of that, these such cases are frequenting, and through media, it's coming in a more enlargement before the society, which is a good sign, I suppose. If you talk about the law, let me tell you, since the time 1986, we have enacted Dowry Prevention Act. Till the time 2005, we have enacted in our parliament Domestic Violence Prevention Act. 22 legislations we have enacted to protect women and children. Making law is one thing, implementing law is another angle, and third, very important, how sensible the society at large is. Now, for example, in this case, in Sadda Walker's case, he had at least sent some applications. Those were proved in court of law as a bad conduct on behalf of the accused. So, in such case, if even she would have made some clip, as someone said that police is not sensitive or NGOs are not being addressing, why to stop their local police station? You can address SP, you can address commissioner. I have seen some tweeters who even blame the Director General of Police, Home Minister of the state, Chief Minister of the state, even Prime Minister, and even sometimes the people talk on international media. So one shouldn't remain restricted. Your job, your prima facie responsibility is to make our system sensible if they are not, and they should be punished. Though I'm a cop, worked 35 years, I still believe that the cops who are not sensitive for such kind of issues, they should be punished. They should be punished administratively. And there are certain cases where cops has a lethargic thing where the gravity of crime has increases. The cops were also made accused therein. For example, Marine Drive's rape case in Mumbai, if you consider, he was a cop and he was arrested and punished by High Court. Now, in these, we have to understand what in totality is wrong and somewhere what's wrong. The main seedling is what? Our social and human values we forgot to respect. We do not respect the social fabric as it should have been. We do not respect the human value. And where is the provision for that? How can we repair it? Someone says that through counseling, someone says that through education, someone says that through law, someone says that through police machinery. Let us collectively think of it and let's make a proper grooming situation where the improvement come as a large improvement on society at large. One last point I would like to mention. In our society, people hardly go for psychological counseling. But I tell you, even if your vocabulary changes and you abruptly started speaking some abusive word, you need to consult your psychologist. In foreign countries, as frequently the people go for counseling, we think, हाँ हम मैं क्या पागल है क्या मेरे को psychologist के पास जाने को बोलता है.
It's not
इस
taken
तरीके से
seriously
लोग
enough,
react.
mental health in this country. And it's so interesting. The cop on the panel is saying that. I agree with you 100%. And I'm sure the doctor on the panel will more than agree that mental health is simply not taken seriously enough in this country. You know, we don't treat it the way we treat physical ailments.